Solve the system equations by substitution. Alright, so I'm going to focus in on number 5 first. It's telling me that y is equal to 3 and x is equal to negative 5y plus 6. So in our goal in systems of equations, we're trying to figure out what x and y is equal to. So what we're going to do is, since we know what y is equal to 3, we're going to plug that into y over here. So we're going to substitute. Now when we write the second equation to solve for x, we get x is equal to negative 5. Now I'm going to substitute my y value for 3, because we know that y is equal to 3 plus 6. Now we just solve it out. X is equal to negative 5 times 3 is negative 15 plus 6. So we get x is equal to negative 9. So when we write our answer is negative 9 comma 3. We'll put a box around it. Alright, moving on to 6. We have x is equals to negative 2, y is equal to 4x plus 30. I'm going to put parentheses around my x is equal to negative 2 and put parentheses around the x. Now when I rewrite out my second equation, I'm going to substitute the x value with the negative 2. It'll be y is equal to 4. Now I'm not going to write x, I'm going to replace it or substitute with a negative 2 plus 30. Rewrite the rest of the equation. So I get y is equal to 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 plus 30. So I get y is equal to 22. Now when I write my answer as an ordered pair, I get negative 2 comma 22. Alright, moving on to question 7 here. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. Alright, so this time we're not given an exact number or value. So we're going to have to do substitution twice. So first let's begin. We know that y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. I'm going to substitute my y out from this equation. So I get 2x plus 3 parentheses. Now I'm not going to write y, I'm going to replace it with what y is equal to. Negative 2x plus 5 is equal to 31. So once again, I substituted my y value with what y is equal to. Now, it's just a regular equation. I distribute, so I get negative 6x plus 3 times 5, 15. And now I'm going to bring down the rest of my equation. So 2x plus and equals 31. Next step, combine like terms. I can combine the 2x and the negative 6x, and we get negative 4x plus 15 is equal to 31. Now I'm going to check there's no variables on both sides. The right side does not have a variable. It's already been eliminated. So on my left side, I want to eliminate my constant. My constant's 15. So the opposite of plus 15 is minus 15. And what you do to one side, you do to the other. So I bring down my negative 4x is equal to 16. Divide by the coefficient, which is negative 4. Coefficient's the number next to the variable. So I get x is equal to negative 4. Alright, now I know what x is equal to. I need to figure out what y is equal to. So I'm going to use my first equation here. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. And I'm going to take that. Y is equal to negative 2x plus 5. And I'm going to do the same thing. Since I know what x is equal to negative 4, I'm going to substitute this out. So I get y is equal to negative 2. Substitute it with a negative 4 plus 5. And I get y is equal to negative 2 times negative 4 is 8 plus 5. So I get y is equal to 13. So my final answer is negative 4 comma 13. Alright, moving on to 8. Same thing here. Y is equal to 1/2 x plus 2. I'm going to put this in parentheses, and I'm going to put parentheses around my y. And now I know what to substitute. So I get 2x plus 6, parentheses, 1/2 x plus 2, close it, and 22. I'm going to distribute. So I can think of it as, what's 6 times a half? So what's half of 6? 3. 3x plus 6 times 2 is 12. Now bring down the rest of my equation. I distributed, now I combine like terms. I can combine the 2x and the 3x and get 5x plus 12 is equal to 22. Now I have to eliminate a variable, but there's no variable, or one of the variables has already been eliminated. So on the right side, there's no variable. So that means on the left side, I have to eliminate my constant, which is 12. So I'm going to do the opposite of plus 12, which is minus 12, to both sides. I get 5x is equal to 10. Divide by the coefficient, which is 5. And I get x is equal to 2. Now the same thing, I have to figure out what y is equal to. So I'm going to take y is equal to 1/2 x plus 2. I'm going to substitute out the x now that we know it's 2. So I get y equals 1/2 2 plus 2. Once again, the 2 came from x is equal to 2. I'm substituting it out. I get y is equal to, okay, half of 2 is 1 plus 2. So I get y is equal to 3. So my final answer is 2, 3. And just to confirm that you have the correct answers, you can always plug back in your x and your y into one of the equations to confirm it's true.